For Legacy, it's simple. Win, and you're in the playoffs. Lose, and you probably go home. For Ralston Valley, they would like to head into the postseason with some steam. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to High School Football on Channel 8. I'm Bill Rogan, along with former CU tight end Justin Adams. Tonight, it's the 5-3 Ralston Valley Mustangs versus the 3-5 Lightning of Legacy High School. We're at North Stadium, and Justin, the theme has been simple for Wayne Voorhees and his team. You got to win tonight.
He preached this all week long. If you win, you're in. If you lose, you're out. Get this, Bill. Legacy is number 32 in the wild card standings. There's only 32 teams that make it to the postseason. They have to win today, or else they'll leave their fate in other hands.
It's senior night, and it's fair to say a lot of pressure on the Legacy kids.
Without a doubt, Legacy has to win, as I said earlier. And you know what, about 12 seniors have graduated today, so it's a huge game. And they don't want this to be their last time that they play on the field as a team, so they have to take care of business, and it will start with controlling the line, offensively and defensively. If they could do that, then they have a great chance of winning today.
Ralston Valley, they put up a lot of points. They've scored more than 300 this year, but at times they've been their own worst enemy.
Fumbled the ball 7 times against Fairview. That was a loss there. And, you know, they had a very tough schedule. They only had 2 opponents that were unranked when they faced them. So they have to take care of the ball today. And if they do so, they have a very great chance of winning.
And like we always say, you turn the ball over,
you lose.
Absolutely. Well, it's Legacy taking on Ralston Valley. Big game tonight, and we'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening kickoff after this. And we're set for football on a beautiful evening in Colorado. Justin Adams, the forecast.
Well, 78 degrees right now, Bill. It will get colder as the game progresses. In the second half, we're looking at 55 degrees. Pretty good day for football.
No precipitation. A very slight breeze from the south to the north, which is our right to our left. Legacy will kick off to start the game. Ralston Valley will receive. The Mustangs, they are coached by Matt Lloyd in his 14th season, and they wear the silver pants with the silver helmets, with the white jerseys and blue trim. And the Lightning of Legacy, they are in the sparkling gold helmets with the navy blue duds with gold numerals. And as we mentioned in the opening, a lot of pressure on Legacy. They must win this game. Deep for Ralston Valley, John Bauman, along with Kyle Rush.
Start of the game is always important, Bill. You want to get off to a quick start. So we'll see what Ralston Valley will do receiving the ball.
They put up a lot of points. They've scored 307 this year. Hunter Rainwater will boot it away for Legacy. He's a junior. And here we go. Line drive knuckleball kick squirts through the end zone. So Ralston Valley, following the touchback, will take over. And their quarterback, Jacob Knipp, number 15. He's a good one, 6'3", 190 pounds. The tailback is Andrew Wingard, the slot man, John Morales, the wide receivers, John Miller and Kevin Meadows. The tight end is Jake Jelinek. And up front, the tackles, Rocky Michelson and Cody Hunt. The guards, Scott Leach and Connor Carter. And the man in the middle, the center, is John Monahan. We'll get to the Legacy defense after this 1st and 10 play. And they pack it in tight. And here's the pitch to Rush. And he's breaking it across midfield. Kyle Rush is brought down and fumbles the ball out of bounds. Nearly a horse collar tackle, but a big gain. A 54-yard scamper to start. And we'll take a look at the replay. Justin, how did he break it?
Just a quick pitch down to Rush, and he takes it right up the middle of the field. Great blocking by the lineman there. You see Rush just taking the football and running as hard as he can.
Do you think it's a horse collar?
I will take a look at it. No, it's not a horse collar. The reason why is because the defender did not get his hand on the inside of the padding, the back of the shoulder pad. So that's just a good tackle from behind, especially on the strip.
1st and 10 at the Legacy 26-yard line. Nip has the outlet pass complete to the H-back, Anthony Falbo. And Falbo has a first down. Defensively for Legacy, it has not been a good start. The defensive ends are Mitch Burdick and Tyler Baum. The tackles, Josh Borchers and Chandler Medina. The linebackers, Troy Fawcett, Caleb Martin, Connor Connolly, and Nick Weaver. The corners, Brandon Simmons and Quentin Rodriguez. The free safety is Drew Hebel. And here's the pitch to Rush again. Around the right side. And he is close, just short of the goal line.
It looked like a touchdown to me there, Bill.
He hit the pylon, but maybe his knee was down prior to that.
Very interesting to look at this replay.
Actually, that was on the carry, Andrew Wingard. Wingard on that carry.
Must be nice just to have a couple of running backs you can just throw in as you see Wingard take the ball to the outside, and he quickly gets to the corner. See Hebel there, number 22, trying to take him down, and he tries to push him out of bounds, but Bill, that's a touchdown. Looked like he got it in.
First and goal to go inside the 1. And Wingard, touchdown, Ralston Valley. Good heavens. A minute and 2 on that drive. And Wingard takes it in from a yard. Not a good start for Legacy. Wingard's 11th touchdown of the season. And they will go for 2, Ralston Valley. They always go for 2. When I asked Coach Matt Lloyd why, he said 2 is worth more than 1. Simple mathematics.
Yeah, there you go.
The fullback, number 44, is Falbo. Around the right side is Wingard. Touchdown. Check that, 2 points. So the touchdown and 2-point conversion, 4 plays, 3 first downs, and 3 running plays. Minute and 2 off the clock.
Talking about taking the cells out of a team. Legacy on senior night needed a big stand just to get up to a great start in. As we see here, let's take a look again at the touchdown. What a great play there. As you see Wingard just being patient on the line. As you see 2 linemen pull, and he just goes through the opening there, dives into the end zone, and just breaks the pylon. Breaks the plane, excuse me. And that's all you need to do to score.
I like seeing Jacob Nip, the quarterback, leading the way and throwing a block in there.
Hey, that's right. It's kind of like a team that we did last year. We had Monarch, and their quarterback, they led the blocking many times. It's just the wing team offense that Ralston Valley is in, and so you really have to pack it in. Your defensive line has to be very strong, play sound, and play gap control, or else they'll have problems all day.
Drew Hebel deep, and the kick by Matt McNeil. Hebel at the 6. Dancing down the sideline, and Hebel, a nice return out to the 35-yard line. So we'll see if Legacy can respond. On the special teams tackle for Ralston Valley was Ben Leach, a senior. Offensively for Legacy, Matt Lynch is the sophomore starter. The H-back is Jordan Van Valkenburg. The tailback, Alex Ortiz. The wideouts, Jacob Royer and Mikey Strafus. The tight end, Drew Hebel. And the linemen, the tackles, Andrew LaGuardia and Wyatt Carlson. The guards, Connor Jennings and Logan Lyons. The center, Angelo Chavez.
3-3-5 defense you'll see from Ralston Valley today.
Lynch keeps and gets decent yardage before he's cut down. We have a penalty marker on the play. On the tackle was Mitchell Robinson. And it's going to be on Legacy. Ralston Valley's defense is a 3-3-5. 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 3 defensive backs in essence, but they have 2 guys they call dogs, and there you see him, John Bauman and Mitchell Robinson. We'll get to that in a second. Up front, the defensive ends, Zach Stevens and Kyle Emery. The nose tackle is Joe DeGrace. The outside backers, Dallin Jones and Nick Grigsby. Middle linebacker, Jack Martin. The corners, Logan Weimers and Kevin Meadows. Cody Bartusiak is the safety. And after this play, Justin, I'll ask you what dogs are. Or some people might say dogs.
Yes.
Lynch in the shotgun, 1st and 20 after the holding penalty. And going very little Little gain on the play, and that was Alex Ortiz. What is the dog?
Well, just a little bit of everything. You have they could be your defensive backs, an extension there, but what they also can be are your linebackers, kind of like you have extra free safeties. A lot of times what you see in football is you see your free safety are the guys who really stop the run. And so for today, what they will do is they will really try to contain what Legacy will try to do with this spread attack.
Hebel, the tight end, gets the quick pitch. And so a completion out to the 37-yard line, right around the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10. On the stop was Dallin Jones.
And take a look today.
Mustangs.
Take a look today, Bill. What Ralston Valley wants to do is bring a lot of pressure. And what they like to do is overload. So on one side of the ball, they like to bring more defenders than they are blockers that are on that side against Legacy.
Van Valkenburg and Royer split to the far side. Lynch throwing deep, incomplete, intended for Royer. On the coverage was Kevin Meadows. Meadows is the only two-way starter for the Mustangs. They have suited up 112 players tonight. So when you take a look at the far sideline, you'll see an awful lot of guys in silver helmets.
Bigger than some small towns out here in the country. Amazing, 112 guys. Obviously not everybody can play, but it's a little bit intimidating when you see all those guys suit up.
Hey, I'm gonna give
Trenton Johnson, backup quarterback, will punt the ball away. And it's a good punt. Coming up with the fair catch is running back Andrew Wingard. It's a pretty decent punt. That was a 39-yard boot. And Ralston Valley, their second possession. 9:17 in the first quarter left. 8-0 Ralston Valley. They struck quickly. Talk about a haymaker early. Many times you watch a big fight, and they feel each other out for a round or two. Not the case here tonight.
Well, especially when you have Rush with the huge gain that he had on the first play up the middle. We'll see if the Ralston Valley will go right back to it.
Here's Rush. Gets about 5 yards before he's belted down. So a good first down carry. On the tackle was Quentin Rodriguez. Rush now, 2 carries, 59 yards.
All right, quickly,
So
Bill.
he had a 54-yard average after one. That average has been cut significantly to 29 and a half.
Oh, tough world, huh?
Bench the kid. You got to bench him. He's only averaging 29 and a half. 2nd down and 5, ball at the 31-yard line. Rush again, and he gets taken down. Good tackle by Tyler Baum.
And guys, if we could take a look at this last replay, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about earlier for what Legacy has to do in order to contain the rushing attack from Ralston Valley. So what you got to do is, again, you have to play in your gaps. You have to play sound football. Again, you see Rush with the run on the outside, and then you see just great tackling there. You have to go in and shoot the gaps. And if you can do that, you can stop the wing T offense.
Rush again on the inside handoff.
There you go.
And he is close to a first down. I'm not sure if he made it or not. Now, Ralston Valley, they don't like to punt the ball. I would not be shocked if they go for it at their own 35-yard line, and they will. Matt Lloyd, very interesting coach. I enjoyed speaking with him last night and also before the ball game. Does not like to kick the ball. He feels if he has it, the other team can't score. But he's taking a risk here. 4th and 1. And the pitch. And breaking through is Wingard. He was stopped at the line of scrimmage. What an effort. Good heavens. Andrew Wingard, the junior, plunges forward and picks up 10 yards.
Wingard doesn't look like a big kid, but he runs like one here. Look at this, as he just runs over the tackler there. You got to come with some thunder if you're going to take down this player. Great run there by Wingard to keep your legs moving. 1st and 10, Ralston Valley.
Brandon Simmons was very alert in the secondary. Would have been very easy for him to think the play was over. If he relaxed, Wingard would have scored. Nip downfield, wide open is Wingard. And that is a touchdown for the Mustangs. Way too easy, 54 yards. And they're going nuts on the far sideline, as you might expect. And we'll see another 2-point try. Well, not everybody going nuts. A few people seem to be stuck. They're frozen in time.
Bill, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a wheel route just to get him outside, get him open from the outside. So we'll take a look at the replay. But great deception, and that's what Washington Valley really runs their offense out of. A lot of deception. You think they're going to run, and by the time that you realize it's a pass, it's a touchdown, 54 yards the opposite way.
We'll get the replay after this 2-point try. Wingard cuts it straight up the middle, dragging tacklers.
Oh, come on, his progress has stopped. Come on, blow the whistle.
We'll see. And no
whistle.
good. So they're 50% tonight on 2-point tries. And our score is 14-0. And Justin, how did Wingard get so wide open?
Well, there you see that the play action pass, and then nobody watches Wingard. You account for everybody else in your defense, but again, you let the little guy get behind everyone, and Wingard catches the ball, and he just trots the rest of the way to the end zone.
Now, you were a receiver in high school and in college. I'm
Yes.
sure there were times you were wide open. The quarterback, how do you approach that? Do you throw it up and let him run under it?
You try to treat it as much as just a regular pass. You know, you don't want to overthrow him, and you definitely don't. You would rather underthrow him than overthrow him. How about that, Bill? So you would rather have the kid catch the ball, let's say, at the 20-yard line, and he gets caught, let's say, at the 5, rather than you overthrow him and you don't give him an opportunity to catch the ball at all. And
sometimes he's so wide open, that's a tough throw.
Well, it's not only tough for the quarterback, it's tough for the receiver also, because you're thinking, I'm open. Come on, ball, I'm open. I'm open. Come here, come here.
It's like a guy in basketball, if he's so wide open, sometimes you think too much.
Yeah, a lot of times you miss like corner pocket threes. You miss them.
Matt McNeil to kick it away. Hebel is deep. Line drive kick. Fielded at the 15 by an up man. Out to the 35, and down he goes. Not sure who that was. Actually, with a rare opportunity, was Troy Craddock. Troy Craddock, an offensive lineman by trade. And that wasn't a bad return at all, out to the 35, a 20-yard return.
Craddock, the sophomore, getting some love out here today.
The big man. Maybe he should become a tailback in the future. Well, here's a case now, Justin, where Matt Lynch has to lead a drive here.
You know, your defense, give him some time to get some things together, drop some things on the board, put together a pretty good drive.
And Tate Petersian picks up a couple of yards, and he's pushed out of bounds. Legacy glad to see him back. He missed 4 games. Got in a little hot water, breaking team rules.
Definitely conduct detrimental to the team. He had to sit down for a couple of games. He has learned his lesson, and it's good to see him back on the field.
Sometimes kids learn lessons the hard way. But we spoke to him earlier this year after the Broomfield game. Good kid, but sometimes you make some mistakes.
Young men, you know, we make mistakes. And I say we have all made mistakes, but it's great that you learn from it now.
2nd and 8. Lynch is going to have to tuck it away. Uses the official as a pick. Doesn't help. Dragged down by John Bauman. John Bauman sha-na-nas him to the turf, and he'll bring up a 3rd and 8. And you didn't get that reference, Justin,
I
did
did
you?
get that reference.
Okay.
I did. I was drinking a little bit of water, but as we look here at the replay, you just see Matt Lynch has nowhere else to go as he scrambles around, and he wants to use the referee as a blocker, or if it was basketball, it would be the guy who would set the pick, but unfortunately it didn't work. And again, 3rd and long for Legacy. They need to get a first down in the worst way. Look for a swing out pass here, Bill.
Lynch fires downfield, incomplete, intended for Hebel. He was covered by Cody Bartusiak, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Our officials tonight, the game has been so quick we haven't had a chance to mention them. The referee is Mike Latovsky. The umpire is Mick Latovsky, Mike's son. The head linesman, Scott Schald. The line judge is Sean O'Brien, and the back judge is Jerry Latovsky. That is Mike Latovsky's brother and the uncle of Mick. So you got that?
I got it.
All right. Line drive punt off the side of the foot, and it trickles down the sideline. Ends up being a decent kick, and it'll be downed. Line drive by Trenton Johnson, and that is a punt of just 38 yards. Could have been worse.
Could have been. Could have been.
I tell you what, Justin, Legacy's defense better show up right now because down 14-0, 5:37 to go in the first quarter. They're up against it, but it's not insurmountable.
If you're Ralston Valley on the offense, this is the best place you could be if you're offensive coordinator. You feel like you could just pick out a play and it will work. You have Legacy on the ropes. They're guessing on defense. They don't know if you're going to run or going to pass. So we'll see what you have to do again. And look, even Legacy, they're trying to get some guys there on the field as you have a guy running on late. Oh,
downfield.
Man.
And again, it's Wingard to the 20, the 10, touchdown, 73 yards. And things are snowballing in the wrong direction if you're Legacy. And if you are Matt Lloyd, the head coach of Ralston Valley, you have to be mighty pleased. 5:26 to go in the first quarter, and it's 20-0. And they'll try to make it 22. Again, they always go for 2 after touchdowns.
It's not rubbing it in. It's what they are. It's their identity. And there we were talking about Ralston Valley. And they're seeing something out of the Legacy defense. They're not covering the running backs. The second deep pass of the day.
Nip keeps it. Finds some open territory and is in for the 2-point conversion. 22-0, Ralston Valley. And again, let's see this long touchdown pass, second of the night.
Well, first of all, you can see number 45 running onto the field late, and he actually gets the best pressure on the day on Nip, but again, wide open is your receiver there, and he runs all the way to the end zone. Nothing special, just a play-action pass. You know, you lose a guy in the backfield. Wingard just trickles out into the backfield of Legacy, and he's wide open. So what you have to do is you have to say, hey, all right, this is your guy. It's pretty simple. It's like playing basketball. You say, hey, this is your man. This is your man. This is your man, and you point him out, because if you don't do that, this game can get ugly very quickly.
Drew Hebel and Quentin Rodriguez deep for Legacy, awaiting the kick from Matt McNeil. Ralston Valley has run 10 offensive plays, 3 for touchdowns.
Good gracious.
Squib kick.
Let it go out of bounds. Let it go out of bounds.
And it does go out of bounds. The flag flies.
That's what I'm scared of.
So that's a bit of a break.
Well, if there's one silver lining you can look at for Legacy, is that their offense has started in positive field position. This will be the third time that they've started at worst at the 35-yard line. The previous 2 times was at the 37 and the 36-yard line. So again, they're getting great field position, but you have to do something with it. And I tell you what, Bill, if they can't eat up at least a little bit of this clock, you know, you have to put something on the board, 3, 6, something, or else this game will get out of hand very quickly.
Royer, Strafus, and Van Valkenburg split to the left. Royer taken down immediately. Good coverage by Mitchell Robinson. Robinson sniffed that one out. Actually a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11. Checking in with the play is Trenton Johnson. That's
one of the dog players there on the defense for Ralston Valley. Great play there by Mitchell Robinson, going on the outside of the block, getting inside of the blocker, and just making a great tackle in the backfield.
Strafus and Johnson to the near side. Royer and Van Valkenburg to the far side. Lynch's pass is complete to Jordan Van Valkenburg, the senior. He's pushed out of bounds. Gain of 5. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Great play again by Robinson. And even though you had the reception there, I like the way that Robinson does not allow any extra yards.
No rack.
No rack at all. Big down here.
Lynch 2 for 4, 12 yards in the early going. Again, they have been hit by a sledgehammer, Legacy. Ralston Valley up 22-0, 4:44 to go in the first. And a whistle. Timeout, Legacy. And that's not a bad timeout because they need to get a first down and get the play they want.
So get the best play that you have. You had a chance to look at the defense here for Ralston Valley. This is your 3rd possession. Find something that you could go to, as we have here on the monitor.
The Legacy cheerleaders are stunned. You hardly ever see a cheerleader that still.
That's true. And not only are the Legacy cheerleaders stunned, but how about the fans here?
How about the announcers?
We're all
Now,
stunned.
we knew Ralston Valley's a good team. Probably you'd make them the favorites, but I didn't foresee this.
Oh,
all right, there's some life out of the
there
cheerleaders.
You go. There you go.
And they're wearing pink, Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Definitely always a great thing to see.
And the football team, they're wearing pink socks. Might not be the most manly look, however, it's for a great cause. And I hope that people have taken to Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Exactly. All right, Bill, this is a doubles look. You have two wide receivers on each side. See, they got a rollout here.
Pressure. Pass is complete to Hebel, the tight end, and it's going to be very close.
Man. Oh, wow.
What are you wowing about?
That's a tough spot there by the line judge.
I think
it's a
it's
tough spot.
That's a first down. Right where he spotted, it should be a first down.
Well, he'll get it. He should get it. The ball's on the 45.
They started at the 35. And
let's take a look at the replay if we can. You know, the thing that you always teach your receivers is that you run past. Well, they do have the first down. But what you always teach your receivers is that if it's third and long, whatever it may be, you don't want to run right at the markers. You want to run past the markers for that reason. As we see Lynch roll out to his right and roll to his left, had the ball. Actually, you know what?
He might have gotten a good spot.
He might have got a very good spot.
First and 10 Legacy, their first down. And up the middle, there goes Ortiz, and he has good yardage. Alex Ortiz, a 20-yard scamper. And it's a first and 10 for Legacy.
Great run there by the big man Ortiz. He leads the team in touchdowns with 5 on the season. So definitely a guy that you got to get the ball into, especially in a game like this. You want to, in a sense, run Ralston Valley out of the defense that they're in, and they're going to give you the run out the 3-3-5. So you got to take full advantage.
So Legacy settling in a little bit. Here's Ortiz again, running hard, first down. And now some life out of the Lightning. So Ortiz, the last couple of carries, 31 yards. First and 10 at the Ralston Valley 24-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go, first quarter. There's the score at the bottom of your screen, 22-0.
Ortiz has 34 rushing yards on the day. This is exactly what you need. Again, Legacy coming out in the doubles look.
Keep it moving, Lightning.
Ortiz, the lone back. Strafus in motion. Lynch with time. Has a man open. Incomplete. Mikey Strafus had a shot at it. Couldn't hold on.
Strafus.
What a throw, though, by young Matt Lynch.
Yeah, taking a look at the replay. Look at Strafus, number 5. He's at the bottom. He's at the top of the screen, And what we call this is a wheel route. He's wide open as the ball is placed perfectly by Lynch. The ball's in his hands, but he gets hit in the knee. He has it in the bread basket, but when he hit the ground, you have to complete the process, and the ball skirts out of bounds. Oh, that's a tough play.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Strafus in motion to the near side. And movement on the right side of the line as jumping for Legacy was Logan Lyons and Wyatt Carlson, the right guard and tackle. That'll bring up 2nd and 15 at the 29-yard line of Ralston Valley. 2 penalties for 15 yards. Every time I see games from this location, Justin, you see the cars on 25.
I do.
And you hope they're paying attention to driving and not trying to take a peek at the game.
Why not? It's a great game.
It's a great game, but
other than accidents.
Yeah, they should pull off and come to the game. Hebel, the quick hitter, lunges forward for a couple of yards. Well played by Ralston Valley. That'll bring up 3rd down and 14. They're going to give him 1 yard.
I know it's early in the game, Bill, but I would say this is 4-down territory. So what you want to do is, as Legacy, you want to get at least half on this play. So you're, 3rd and 15, you at least want to get 7 or 8 yards. Give yourself an opportunity to make it a manageable 4th down. As we have an opportunity to see the cheerleaders. Looking at the clock, 2:40 left to go in the first quarter.
Lynch down at the 21-yard line. Good, solid, open field tackle. Tackle was made by Dallin Jones. 4th down, and you're right, Justin, they will go for it. They're kicking, normally a strong suit for Legacy. We've seen some very good kickers over the years here, including Kip Smith, who is now punting at Oklahoma State. But their kicking has been a little erratic this year, so they're going to go for it. Ortiz is the back. We'll see if Lynch rolls out. It's been effective rolling out.
Rolling out to his left a lot. It's going to be an offsides penalty. And those penalties like that just hurt your team. They just hurt drives.
Mike Latovsky with the call.
I'd like to see a combination, just like how we had earlier in this drive. You had kind of a wheel route there with Strefface. Let's see if we can get something else there. It's maybe something similar. You have man-on-man on the bottom of the screen. You have Strefface, one-on-one. So let's see what you can do.
Royer and Van Valkenburg to the far side. Strafus and Hebel in a slot left. 4th and 11.
Watch Hebel.
Lynch in trouble. Gets rid of it. Complete but short of a first down. And a little pushing and shoving. That was Strafus on the catch. Covered by Cody Bartusiak. And Ralston Valley holds. And they'll get the ball.
It just tells you on this drive just how important it is to take advantage of any opportunity that you get, especially against a team like Ralston Valley. Strafus had an opportunity to catch a touchdown on this drive, and he dropped it. And from there, you had a penalty. Then you went 3rd and 15. You got 7. Then you had another penalty, and now you turn it over on downs. Defense has to hold here.
1st and 10, Ralston Valley at their own 21-yard line. Kyle Rush gets caught up in the pile after a gain of about 2, maybe 3. That'll bring up 2nd down and call it a long 7. Ralston Valley this year, they've beaten Mullen, Longmont, Grand Junction, Boulder, and Arvada West. Their losses coming to Thunder Ridge, Fairview, and Pomona. This 5A North Metro League is tough.
Very tough. And
there's Wayne Voorhees.
Yeah, Coach Voorhees trying to help the troops out, get them excited on the offensive side of the ball. By the way, this is the first time that we'll see a spread look here from Ralston Valley.
Nip hits a man coming across. That's John Miller. And Miller across the 30-yard line, close to a first down. He completes passes, Jacob Nip, at a 74% clip.
And you can see why. I mean, you have wide open receivers. You have sure plays where they're pretty easy to complete. Again, you have a play like that last one. Just a quick pass, a quick dump to the wide receiver on a bubble screen. What you do is you send off your running back one way, and then you have the linebackers. What they will do is they will go after the running back because he's been hurting the team so far earlier, and then you just throw it to the opposite side to your wide receiver. Great play.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Rush following his blockers. Gets 1, maybe 2 before he's stacked up. Connor Connolly along with Mikey Strafus on the tackle. Nip tonight, 4 for 4, 145 yards and 2 touchdowns. And if this is the first football game you've ever seen, that's good.
Not bad as Nip, he comes in averaging 250 yards passing a game. So he's almost there already.
Spreading it out. Over the middle, complete. Close to a first down to Kevin Meadows. Strafus on the tackle. And they're hurrying up now.
Well, they can hurry up all they want, but we're going to go to the end of the first quarter. 5/10 of a second left on the clock. I don't know if they'll be able to get it off.
Nope. And that is the end of the first quarter of play. And what a first quarter for the Mustangs. After 1, Ralston Valley 22, Legacy nothing. We'll be right back. And welcome back to North Stadium, right off of I-25 and just north of 120th Street. First play of the second quarter for Ralston Valley. They have a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle it goes, and a pickup of about 3. Not sure who made the carry. And that was Wingard. Andrew Wingard had a pretty good first quarter. He had 3 touchdowns, 2 receiving, and 1 rushing. On the ground, Wingard, 5 carries, 27 yards. Through the air, 2 catches, 128 yards and 2 scores.
Not bad for Wingard, as you said earlier, Bill. He came into this game with 10 touchdowns.
Nip completes to the far side. John Miller on the reception. He gets wrestled out of bounds by Connor Connolly.
See, and this is what Ralston Valley, what they do is they keep you off balance. The first quarter, primarily, they were in the wing T set. Now they're coming out in the spread formation. So just when you started to stop the running game, now you have to deal with the passing.
Wingard up the middle. Good yardage, about 6, maybe 7 yards before he's brought down by Kyle Ray. 2nd down and 4. They're not slowing down at all either, Ralston Valley.
No.
They have to give some defensive coordinators massive headaches.
Definitely.
Nip, little bubble screen is complete to John Morales, who has the first down. Tackled at the 35-yard line by Nick Weaver, the senior. Senior night here at Legacy. Now, you went through the senior night thing, Justin.
Yes.
When the ceremonies are right before the game, is that a distraction to the players?
Sometimes it could be a distraction, but for me, actually, it focused me up more because I realized that this was the last time that I had the opportunity to play with my teammates. So I wanted to give everything out on the field, especially on this day.
Morales, the reception, and he spins right into the tackle of Troy Fawcett. I don't think Nip has had an incompletion tonight. He is 8 for 8. 173 yards and 2 scores.
Well, you can see why he came into this game. 74%? Good gracious. Easy throws. Oh.
Throwing deep.
Oh.
Wide open. Touchdown. Kevin Meadows. 3rd touchdown pass of the night. 7th touchdown reception for Meadows. And Ralston Valley is blowing things open. And that is the 20th touchdown pass of the season for Jacob Nip.
Bill, this reminds me what a coach of mine used to always say, that football is a game of chess, not checkers. And I will tell you why after this play.
Going for 2, as they always do. Around the right side, Wingard struggles for the goal line. He's across. 2 points. 29-0. 10 minutes to go. A 12-play, 3-minute, 34-yard drive, 4 first downs. And Justin, let's take a look at the touchdown.
Definitely at the last play that goes to Meadows. Well, what happens is you just have a pump fake here going out to, well, it looks like it's going to the running back, right? Nope, we have a double move on the outside. Wide open is Kevin Meadows, who catches the football. And the reason why that I say football is a game of chess and not checkers is, in checkers, you just make one move. Not really strategic in what you do, you just make a move. Well, here in football, you may give up, one piece to go get another one. You may, give up a rook or something like that in order that you could go after the king or go after the queen in the game. And that's exactly what Ralston Valley did on this last drive.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Justin. I had no idea what you were talking about there between chess and football. But I do know my mathematics not very good, because the 2 points makes it 30-0, not 29-0. McNeil to kick it off. Line drive, and it will come to Hebel at the 5. Looking for some daylight, and Hebel gets it out to the 35-yard line. They have had good starting position each of their drives, Legacy. They haven't been able to do anything with it.
Again, every drive for Legacy has started out at least on the 35-yard line, and that's where they'll start this possession here. Now, Bill, come on now. You do understand the difference between checkers and chess, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I happen to enjoy the sport of chess.
Okay.
I consider chess mental athletics.
So how can you not understand that last? I'm just saying.
I didn't get it.
Oh, come on, Bill.
Tatum Petersian. Good yardage. Petersian gets out to the 45-yard line. If he could have gotten one more block, he might still be running. So first down for Legacy.
Yeah.
They just need to score.
They do. You have to get some points, 3, 6, as I said earlier. Anything will work here. Great tackle there. Also in the open field there by Mitchell Robinson, number 16. This guy's been all over the place. One of the dog position players that we mentioned earlier in the game.
Petersian, again, good yardage. First down and more. A 30-yard gain by Tayton Petersian. And some pushing and shoving at the end of that play. On the tackle was Connor Roth, a senior for Ralston Valley. I'd like to give you heights and weights for these guys when appropriate. However, both teams leave that off the rosters.
Well, I think it was Coach Voorhees that said earlier this year that it's just a big headache. You know, I mean, one kid maybe 1 pound or not, and parents may get angry, so just leave it off.
Petersian again. Good tackle. He gets upended by Mitchell Robinson, and Mitchell Robinson better be careful he doesn't get an unsportsmanlike penalty, and he's getting a talking to by Mike Latovsky. That's good officiating.
Sure.
Instead of throwing the flag there, just say, hey, calm down, buckaroo.
Play with excitement, but play under control. Great tackle there by Robinson. He's been all over the field throughout this game.
I think a couple of plays previous, Petersian was jaw-jacking with a couple of the Ralston Valley players, so Robinson that time had a little exuberant celebration when he tackled Petersian, who has the ball again. He goes down hard at the 25-yard line, blowing that play up.
Guess who?
Robinson. Also in on the tackle, submarining his way in there, was Gavin Shack, a junior. Third down and 10.5 yards. Ball just shy of the Ralston Valley 25. Last two plays, Ralston Valley's defense playing with some anger. What was it that Eddie Robinson said that he liked his linebackers to be? Agile, mobile, and hostile.
That's right. That's what you want.
Lynch, complete to Van Valkenburg, short of a first down. Tackled by Robinson, but there is a penalty on the play, and we're going to have roughing the passer.
Wow.
Against Ralston Valley. Looks like it was Dallin Jones, the guilty party. He had his hands out to say, I didn't do it. I'm innocent.
Let's take a look at the replay. Maybe we could see the penalty where it happened. Again, as we get the penalty. And this is what Legacy does on 3rd and long. They want to roll out. And the pass is well gone. So, you know, if you're a defender, what you got to do is you have to leave the quarterback alone there. I mean, that's a big for Ralston Valley because
that's a 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down. You stop them there, you know, Legacy there. They have another, 4th and 6?
First and goal at the 10 for Legacy. Petersian gets thrown to the ground like a rag doll. Jace Colbert getting through the blocks. And this is
Colbert, yeah.
Look at this. Get down.
Exactly. Chase Colbert not being fooled at all in that last play by the read option. The junior made a great tackle there. And I tell you what, that has to be a satisfying feeling when you wrap up the ball carrier, just throw him down on the ground.
Second and goal at the 13-yard line. Double tight ends. Over the middle, touchdown.
Great call.
Trenton Johnson.
Great call.
Who lined up at a tight end spot. And Legacy is on the board. And if a team ever needed a touchdown, it was Legacy. So we'll see if they try to go for 2. But wait a second. Is there a flag on the play?
Oh, no.
Ineligible man downfield. Take that 6 points off the board. So they'll push him back 10 yards. Check that, 5 yards. That'll make it a second and goal from the 18-yard line. You're right, though, Justin. That was a perfect call And I don't know why a lineman would be downfield on that play.
Neither would I, but what you want to do is, as an offensive lineman, it's a fake run, so you want to set it up as much as you can that you're run blocking. So what may have happened is the lineman just went across the line of scrimmage too much.
Lynch to the end zone. Nearly intercepted. Logan Wiemers had a better shot at it than Mikey Strafus. Strafus was actually playing defensive back on that one to break it up.
And, Bill, you could wipe off 12 points on the board for Legacy as they had the drop pass in the end zone, and then they had the penalty. Again, as we look at the last play, again, Lynch throws with the ball to Strefface, and he has the opportunity to catch the ball, but he's more of a defender there than an actual receiver, as he had to knock the ball away, or else it would have been intercepted.
Third down and goal to go from the 18. Strafus in motion. Petersian lowers the shoulder, gets knocked out at the 12-yard line. Logan Wiemers, the defender. You might as well go for it. A field goal isn't going to really help you. And that's what Wayne Ford, he's in his 11th season at the helm of Legacy, will do. You know who we'd like to have on the field right now?
Who?
Nick Casa, one of his former players.
Yeah.
Nick Casa now playing tight end for the Oakland Raiders. 6th-round draft pick last April out of Colorado.
The University of Colorado. To you there, Bill. The University.
And we have a penalty on that last play, apparently. Or maybe they're just setting the clock.
I think it might be for the clock, as they are. Well, the mic's not working there for the referee, so.
Mike Latovsky coming to the near sideline. And he wants, I don't know what he wants. Mike's mic not working, apparently. There's 6:25 on the game clock, and they reset it to 6:30. So they put 5 seconds back on. 30-0, Ralston Valley. 6:30 to go, second quarter. And Legacy going for it, 4th and goal from the 10-yard line. Lynch to the end zone, touchdown! Drew Hebel on the reception. So they made it tough on themselves with penalties, but they end up scoring 6. And Hunter Rainwater will come on to try to tack on the extra point out of the hold of Trenton Johnson.
Amazing play all the way around, and I can't wait to describe this to you after this point after.
Tyler Baum will will snap it. And the kick is up, and it is good. So with 6:23 to go, Legacy on the board. It's 30-7, Mustangs on top. 8-play drive, 3:37.
Yeah, take a look at the replay. Again, there's some pressure there on Lynch. And what Lynch is doing is he's trying to just buy some time and give Hebel enough time to get himself open. What happened there in the end zone is that Hebel originally had a comeback route. He just had a curl in the mid part of the end zone. And what happens is once Hebel ran his route, he saw that, well, Lynch was in trouble. So what do? You do a scramble drill. That means that you get yourself open, especially on 4th down. You just find yourself a place in the end zone. Again, great link up there by Lynch and Hebel. They had great eye contact together. Great pitch and catch. Touchdown, Legacy.
I liked how Lynch, just a sophomore, felt the rush coming, just slid to his right, but he kept his eyes downfield. Some sophomore quarterbacks might panic and start running.
Exactly.
Rainwater will kick it away. The deep man for Ralston Valley is Kyle Rush, also John Bauman.
How big was that personal foul?
Kept the drive alive.
Huh? Let's see if Legacy's defense can put together a stop here.
Onside kick?
No,
Nope.
Kick it off deep.
All right. It's a reverse to Rush.
Ralston
and
Valley.
Rush has one man to beat, the kicker. This should be a no contest. Rush will score. Good heavens. So much for momentum for Legacy. That is a 95-yard kickoff return. It was fielded by Bauman, who handed it to Kyle Rush, and Rush did the rest of the work. Felt bad for Hunter Rainwater. He was the lone man back there. And Ralston Valley will go for 2.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, as we quickly take a look at this replay, what you tell your guys when they're coming down the line is, hey, just stay in your lane, stay in your gap. So even if they do any type of reverse, you will still be there. Well, what happens is you had to fake it. Even our cameraman was faked out by that play. And again, just one man to beat, and you know that's going to happen. When you have so much field to play against and to guard against that, you're not going to get him. Great play there.
And when he made the cut to the left, he took a peek over his shoulder and saw that there were some guys going, so he just turned it upfield even more. Nip to the end zone, and it is picked off, so no 2-point conversion. So at 6:09 to go in the second quarter, Ralston Valley up 36-7. It has not been a good senior night thus far for the Lightning. We saw the Lightning earlier against Broomfield, and Justin, the weather was a little different that day than it is tonight.
About 110 degrees on the field. It was very hot that day, and that was actually the game the week before all the boulder flooding that happened here. And what that did was it took away a game from not only Ralston Valley but also from Legacy and from Broomfield. So this will be a 9-game season here for both teams rather than the 10 that they came here with, or came into the season with.
Legacy defeated Broomfield that afternoon by a score of 27-23. They jumped out to a pretty healthy lead. Broomfield came back and actually had a chance to win it on the last play. But Legacy held on, one of their 3 wins. Rolling kick, Hebel gathers it in at the 10, to the 30, still on his feet. And Hebel cut down at the 40-yard line by the kicker, McNeil.
Wow.
The only thing poor that Ralston Valley has done tonight is their kick return coverage.
Guys, do we have a replay? Please say we have a replay, because there was a huge hit there. Ralston Valley, number 33, Ben Leach, was laid out on that last play. If we can get a replay. Let's go and take a look. And you see in the middle, we can see Baby in the middle of the screen. Okay, well, we've already missed the play, but there was a huge, huge hit there by a Legacy just to get Hebel there out on the outside.
Lynch keeps and picks up about 5 yards. The second down and 5. Ball at the 46-yard line. Well, they'll spot it at the 47 of Legacy. Lynch coming into this game, good rushing numbers, 290 yards and 3 touchdowns, not bad for a quarterback. Petersian up the middle. He finally gets brought down. Very good open field tackle by Mike McNeil. Check that, Matt McNeil. My bad, as the kids say. Petersian, 8 carries, 60 yards. And another first down for Legacy.
Let's see what Legacy can do. They had to score the last drive. See if they can continue to keep their offense rolling. Tell you what, the linebackers for Ralston Valley are playing very closer to the line now.
Petersian cuts it upfield.
Oh, no, he fumbled.
Ball is loose. Ralston Valley hopping around on their sideline. But we'll wait. Flag goes flying in the air. And it looks like Legacy got it back. Last guy out of the pile with the football was Andrew LaGuardia. We like to call him the airport, he's so big. He's a senior. Second down and 10. If you're a running back, when you fumble the ball, I think you owe the guy who recovers it on your team a dinner. That would be an expensive dinner, though, if you buy one for LaGuardia.
Especially at the airport. Yes, it would be.
But when a running back loses it, that's got to be the worst feeling.
Well, you
We'll see what the penalty marker was.
Yeah, personal foul on Legacy.
So Legacy, a self-inflicted wound here. 2nd down and 26. Actually, where they spotted the ball, right at the 45, they brought it back to the 39. They marked off 16 yards instead of 15, Justin.
Yeah, look at that. Was that a horse?
Or a donkey?
One of the two.
Or just a bad-looking human.
Getting creative. It's almost Halloween. Got a couple costumes out there.
Lynch flings it up for grabs. Nearly intercepted by Robinson. Probably would have been out of bounds anyway. That'll bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and 26.
Well, this is a play that every offensive coordinator has. It's your standard 3rd and 26.
Well, I think you just throw it long. Coming into the ball game is Brody DeBoer. He's a wide receiver replacing Ortiz. 36-7 in favor of Ralston Valley. And they have put up big numbers on teams this year. And we're seeing that tonight so far. What about a screen to Petersian?
Sure.
Lynch, incomplete. Looking to hit Jacob Royer. And nearly intercepted. Looked like it was Dominic Pfeiffer on the coverage. They'll bring up 4th and long, and the punting unit comes on. Trenton Johnson will boot it away. And the very dangerous Andrew Wingard standing at his own 20, waiting for the punt. Nice high kick. Wingard at the 20.
Good
and he
tackle.
gets hit and brought down immediately by Quentin Rodriguez, the junior. Perfect coverage by Rodriguez and a very nice punt. Good hang time by Johnson. A 41-yard punt, and Ralston Valley will take over. They have not been held yet, have they?
No, they have scored on every drive. On every drive, they have scored a touchdown.
They've had 5 possessions and 5 touchdowns. Jacob Knipp is the quarterback. He's a senior, not really getting many looks from colleges.
And it's hard for me to see why he isn't a quarterback who's very accurate. Oh boy.
Yeah, way to jinx him, Justin.
I told you, he was accurate. Unfortunately, he threw it accurately to the opposite team.
Quentin Rodriguez made the special teams tackle. Then he comes up with the interception.
Well, he made a tackle on a punt play, and by the way that ball was thrown, it was like it was a punt. A high throw. And I tell you what, that's what that Knapp just let get away. But great catch there by Quentin Rodriguez, the junior.
That's just the 4th interception thrown by Jacob Knipp.
You try to go deep. You try to, go for it all. Put the nail in the coffin with a go route. Unfortunately, the ball just got away there from Knapp.
It floated a little bit.
Yeah, it did float. It floated a lot out of his hands.
Petersian to the 50-yard line. Grabbed at the ankles. Good tackle by Jack Martin, linebacker.
Bill, it looks nice to get the big yards, the big gains. Sometimes you just have to walk the ball down the field. Get 3 yards here, 4 yards there, 5 yards, whatever you could get. Just try to get the yards in smaller chunks, and then it will open it up for, the big play.
Ortiz is the tailback. 2nd and 7. Lynch keeps. Struggles forward for 2 yards. Met head on by Kyle Emery, junior defensive lineman. Every time I see Jack Martin, the middle linebacker, doesn't look right. He wears number 20. That's not a middle linebacker's number.
It's high school football, though. You can wear different numbers.
See 55 or
Okay. All right.
58. Jack Lambert of the old Steelers.
All right. Best linebacker you ever seen?
Lawrence Taylor.
All right.
He's the best defensive player in NFL history.
Okay. All right.
Not the greatest citizen in the world. The guy can play football. And there's a fumble.
Oh.
Legacy trying to get fancy, and they cough it up. And coming up with the loose football was Anthony Vessa.
Oh, man.
So Ralston Valley can do very little wrong tonight. They'll start in Legacy territory at the 45-yard line. 2:49 on the clock. Ralston Valley has all 3 timeouts remaining. They are a quick strike offense. This is a lifetime for them, 2:49.
Yeah, tough play there by Legacy. And I coach flag football, and what I always teach is something as simple as shark's mouth. Just open up the shark's mouth, which is open up your arms for an area to let the ball come in, and then you clamp down on the football. Unfortunately, that didn't happen there on the last play.
Outlet pass is complete. First down yardage, apparently, for Parker Gregston.
And again,
you say shark mouth. Why not alligator?
Well,
crocodile.
Shark's mouth's a little bit easier for kids 9 and 10 years old to understand.
Okay.
You know. And
what about Venus flytrap?
Well, I think it may be tough for kids to know about a Venus flytrap.
First and 10. Ralston Valley at the Legacy 35.
Oh.
Wingard gets tackled from behind. He did not see Chandler Medina. Medina staying with the play and made the tackle.
Yeah, Wingard made a very good move in the hole, but unfortunately he couldn't get to the outside like he was trying to. But still, great run for 5 yards. Clock's still moving. We're hitting 2 minutes. We're approaching 2 minutes left to go in the first half.
Wingard gets 2 before he's wrapped up and pulled to the turf. Tackle by Kyle Ray. This is an artificial turf surface. It's a very good surface as well.
Now, do you like artificial turf better or do you like grass?
I like grass better, but the new artificial turf is still pretty good. Wingard, 9 carries, 42 yards. He gets it again. Tackled at the 20. That'll be a first down. Minute 26 to go. Again, all 3 timeouts for Ralston Valley. Head coach Matt Lloyd. He's also the offensive coordinator. Nip. Throws it away. Penalty on the play. Flag resting at the 26. It looks like a holding call on the Mustangs. First game of the year, Ralston Valley made a statement. They beat Mullen 43-0. Mullen also the Mustangs.
Yeah, Mullen's not the same team that we're used to. I'm not even used to. But again, that is a statement win against a team like Mullen.
When they had Dave Logan coaching at Mullen, they had that thing rolling. Now Dave Logan is at Cherry Creek.
I believe, 3 state titles in a row? A lot of Division I players came out of there. I played with one, Stephon Robinson. He was a wide receiver. He went to the University of Colorado.
So it'll be second down and 19.
Oh.
Here's a little pitch. And getting sandwiched at the 31-yard line is John Morales. And another penalty flag.
Bill, I believe you're going to see a holding penalty there on the wide receiver for Ralston Valley.
Good sportsmanship there by John Morales. He took a big lick by Drew Hebel, and he got up and he patted Hebel on the head as if to say, nice stick. Holding on Ralston Valley. Again, 3 of the officials tonight are related. The referee, Mike Latovsky, his son, Mick Latovsky, is the umpire tonight, and Mike's brother, Jerry Latovsky, is the back judge. Ralston Valley has been penalized 3 times for 35 yards. 5 wideouts on this play. Little bubble screen. Wingard, and that was snuffed out nicely. The initial stick by Caleb Martin, and finishing him off was Evan Baugh, the sophomore.
Great play there by Martin to stay on the hip of the receiver. And that's what you want to do. Anytime you have a bubble screen, you try to stay on the hip so that if he does catch the ball, you're right there to make the tackle.
And a timeout taken by Ralston Valley. They have 2 remaining. They face a 2nd and 33 at the Legacy 42-yard line. Bill Rogan along with Justin Adams. Thanks for tuning in on Channel 8. Unfortunately, this is our final game of the year. Justin and I enjoy doing these games, and we hope you enjoy watching them. You can see them throughout the week on Channel 8. Also, a big thank you to our stat man, Connor Shreve. Connor Shreve punching the air at a mention. Just don't get too close to the glass when you do that.
Well, close to me, goodness.
I've never seen anybody get so fired up, getting some pub. 2nd down, 33. Jacob Knipp in shotgun. Play action. Outlet pass complete to Morales. And Morales gets hauled out of bounds. Gain of about 4. That'll bring up a 3rd and 29. And another penalty on the play.
Bill, we're going to have a clipping penalty against Ralston Valley.
Good heavens. This will set up a 3rd and 48. I don't know if I've ever seen this before.
Well, Tyler Baum was clipped on the last play.
Blocking below the waist.
Yeah.
And it's a spot foul, so this will be this is actually pretty funny. They're going to put the ball at the 33-yard line. The first down, they have to get to the Legacy 9. So that makes it 41, 51.
All right, let's see what we got here.
56, 59. 3rd and 59.
Just like they're ready to draw it up.
Knipp. Screen pass is complete. And John Miller taken to the turf at the 45-yard line.
Well, that's not bad. Miller got a big chunk out of that 58. I think it's now only 3rd and 40?
3rd down. And it looks like Ralston Valley will be happy to run out the clock.
I'm interested to see why Legacy isn't calling a timeout.
45 yards to go. 3rd and 45. Wingard puts on the brakes. And he goes down. Loss on the play of a yard. And that'll do it for the first half of play. A half dominated by the Mustangs. And Ralston Valley and Legacy, they head to the locker rooms. Our score, Mustangs 36, Lightning 7. And we'll be back with the halftime statistics and the start of the 3rd quarter after this.
The schools taking part in today's event are part of the 340 member schools of the Colorado High School Activities Association. As members, we promote and protect the privilege of participation in interscholastic activities. We also promote lifetime values like respect, hard work, teamwork, and sporting behavior. We help reach and motivate students. We develop policies as a group as a responsibility of membership. We are coaches, game officials, and administrators working for the common good of kids. We are CHASA.
And what a first half it was for Ralston Valley. To give you an example of how good it was, just 1 minute and 2 seconds it took them to go 80 yards to score their first touchdown. And that was a 1-yard run by Andrew Wingard. They went for 2, made it, 8-0 Ralston Valley. Then Wingard, a 54-yard touchdown reception from quarterback Jacob Nip. That made it 14-0 as the two-point conversion failed. Wingard on the next possession, a 74-yard touchdown catch from Nip. The two-point conversion was good, 22-0. Then Kevin Meadows, a 32-yard reception. The two-point conversion was good. That made it 30-0 in the second quarter. Then Drew Hebel finally getting a pass for a touchdown for Legacy off of the right arm of Matt Lynch. The extra point made it 30-7, Ralston Valley on top. And then right after that, the very next play, it was disaster again for Legacy as Kyle Rush on a reverse, a 95-yard kickoff return. Two-point conversion failed, so Ralston Valley 36-7. And you may have noticed Ralston Valley always goes for two after a touchdown. Matt Lloyd says 2 points are better than one. That's why he goes for two. Looking at the statistics, as you see the Legacy crowd, the statistics obviously in favor of Ralston Valley. If we can get that graphic up.
Yeah, they had 346 total yards in the first half.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
229 passing, 117 rushing. Legacy, not terrible, but they're getting doubled up as far as total yards go. There's the penalties and the turnovers, one turnover apiece. Individual stats, Andrew Wingard, 10 carries for 50 yards. And here's a guy who started it all. Kyle Rush, 6 carries, 67 yards. First play from scrimmage, he went 54 yards. Jacob Nip is 14 of 16. 229 yards, 3 touchdowns. He did throw an interception. And receiving yards, Wingard, 4 catches, 128 yards in those 2 touchdowns. Kevin Meadows, a couple of catches, 41 yards and a score. And John Morales, 4 receptions, 17 yards. As far as Legacy goes, rushing-wise, Tate Petersian, 9 carries, 63 yards. Ortiz, 3 carries, 34 yards. And Lynch had 4 carries for 15 yards. Petersian did have a fumble. Passing, Lynch, he attempted 14 throws, completed 7, 50%, just 43 yards, and a touchdown. Receiving-wise, Drew Hebel, the leading receiver, with 4 catches, 26 yards, and a touchdown. Legacy, they are huddled up to the end zone on our left, and Ralston Valley huddling up. And there's Ralston Valley. Guess how many helmets are in that picture?
112.
Correct, Justin Adams.
Wow.
They suited up 112 players. And I said to the coach, Matt Lloyd, you have multiple guys wearing the same number. So he gave me a list of the guys with duplicate numbers who weren't going to play. So thank you to Coach Lloyd for that. Last week, Ralston Valley beat A West 41-14, and they have not slowed down. They were 11-2 a year ago. This year, just 5-3. But they can play with anybody, Justin. Coach Lloyd said if they don't turn the ball over like they did in their 3 losses, they can beat anybody.
And this is the schedule here that you're looking at for Legacy. Again, Legacy, they lost their first game against Escambia, and that was in Florida. They took the team down there, flew down to Florida, and they played at the Disney field over there. And actually, I went there this past summer, so it's a wonderful, wonderful facility to play. Then again, you see the win against Broomfield. They lost against Chaparral, a very close game, but good to see that they came back and won against Fort Collins. And as you look at the rest of the schedule, I mean, they were on a 3-game losing streak. Snapped that last week against Boulder, and now, as you see, they're currently down by 29 against Ralston Valley at half. And then you look at Ralston Valley and their schedule, and they came out like gangbusters, just blowing out Mullen 43-0, and then beat Longmont their next game. But they had struggles again. Thunder Ridge, as they played against them when they were ranked, and turnovers is something that hurt them. Another game that they lost was against Fairview. So, they played against some tough teams. We'll see what they can do here in the second half.
And the second half kickoff taken by Hebel up the middle to the 23-yard line. He is stacked up and thrown to the turf. Special teams coverage by Jamison Escobar. Also in on the play was Tanner Hauptman. So Legacy, they need to get a drive going here. What do you tell your team at halftime if you're Wayne Voorhees down by 29 points?
First 5 minutes. First 5 minutes is all we can control. What I mean by that is you want to score within the first 5 minutes and put the pressure back on Ralston Valley. So focus on that. That's all you can do.
Lynch complete to Royer. And Royer out to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line before he's taken out of bounds by Kevin Meadows. Actually, they're going to spot it at the 34-yard line. That'll be a first down. So a good start for Legacy here in the third quarter.
Just a simple comeback route ran there by Jacob Royer just to get the first down, and that's what you have to do.
Two receivers left, two right. Ortiz is the back. Lynch throws that one away. Sails over the head of Trenton Johnson. Second down and 10. I look across the way, and traffic on I-25 has eased up considerably. When the game started, I would guess it was 15 miles an hour. Now they're back up to speed. And you know it's a blowout game when you're watching the cars go by. All right, Bill, focus.
That's right. Legacy is going to make it closer.
Petersian out to the 36-yard line, gain of 2. That'll bring up a 3rd and 8. Good crowd on hand as always here at Legacy. And a healthy gathering on the far side of the field for Ralston Valley.
Interested to see what they do. What Legacy has done in the past is that they like to get Lynch on a rollout. Not a lot of dropbacks there as Lynch is in the pistol formation.
He throws very well on the run. Complete. Close to a first down to Jordan Van Valkenburg. From my vantage point, he looks a little short. Fourth down, you go for it?
You have to. Down by 4 possessions, you need to get a first down.
It'll be 4th and less than a yard.
Give the ball to Petersian. Spread Ralston Valley out. Tell your hogs up front to get off the ball and get this first down.
So you expect to run up the middle?
I expect to run up the middle. Petersian's your best running back. I say even go on the right side.
Quarterback sneak. And he's got the first down.
That works too.
The quick snap. On the tackle was Joe DeGrace. DeGrace, the starting nose guard, and he is just a sophomore. Ball at the 46-yard line of Legacy. 2 minutes into this third quarter. Lynch tonight, 9 of 17 through the air, 59 yards. He's carried the ball 5 times for 17.
Trips formation on the top of the screen, Bill.
And we have a false start on the top of the screen as Mike Strafus, a little anxious. And we have seen Ralston, or check that, Legacy hurt themselves with the penalties. You pick up a first down and then you give 5 yards right back.
Third illegal procedure penalty of the game against Legacy.
6 penalties, 45 yards on the Lightning. Patrick Matthews, senior tight end, comes into the ball game. 1st and 15 at the Legacy 41-yard line. Here comes pressure, and it's complete. Royer out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Gain of 4. That'll bring up a second down. Well, they mark it back at the 43. Second down and 13. So a gain of 2 on the play.
Ralston Valley doing a great job getting pressure on Lynch. What they're doing is they're bringing a lot of pressure on the corners on the outside. So a lot of outside rushes. And that's what you can do when you have the 3-3-5 defense. You can bring different pressure. What they like to do is bring it from the outside.
Over the middle, complete to Van Valkenburg. He gets tackled by Jacob Hoffman, and it's close to a first down. And we will have a measurement. Mike Latovsky, the referee tonight.
All right, Bill, let's see how good your eyes are. What do you think?
I think he's short by 2 inches. 7-play drive so far. 2 first downs on this drive for Legacy.
I say he gots it by the nose of the football.
He gots it?
He has it. Gots it. Has it. One of the two.
Well,
He's got it.
There's a good shot by our cameraman.
Come on.
It's Mark Olson down on the field with the camera. They stretch it out.
Oh, there's your 2 inches. There you go. He's off by a little bit.
Actually, might be more like 4 inches, but not too bad. So third down. Ball is at the 44-yard line of Ralston Valley. Well, quarterback sneak last time was effective. But on third down, you have some options, because if you don't get it on third, you can pick it up on fourth down, theoretically.
Well, you can also go deep because it's third and short.
Peterson, he goes nowhere. Goes backwards, and he's slammed to the turf.
Wow.
Leading the charge, Kyle Emery, along with some of his trusted friends, and they lose a yard on the play. They lost 2. It'll be fourth down and 2 yards. Peterson did not hit the hole very hard.
It looks like he struggled to get the football, as you see the defensive signals.
That's defensive coordinator Greg Francis for Ralston Valley. And the Lightning take a timeout. So with 8:38 to go in the third quarter, Lightning talking it over. And there's the Ralston Valley fan contingent. You think they'd be happier? Some frowning mugs on that far side.
I don't know why. It seems like they want to have side conversations. Almost like a game at Coors Field. Everybody's talking amongst each other, not looking at the game.
Well, right now the game doesn't have too much intrigue. This feels like an early September game. The weather has really cooperated. Last week when we did the Montbello Broomfield game, it was awfully chilly.
Very cold, what, 20 degrees?
At the end of the game,
At the end of the game, yes.
Game time temperature was about 33, 34 degrees. And there's some of the Lightning fans. There's our broadcast schedule. I always like those Tuesday matinees. Wednesdays and Thursdays prime time. Friday and Saturday as well on Channel 8, or you can go to broomfield.org. Peterson, first down. As a matter of fact, if you go to broomfield.org, all of our games for the past several years are archived on there. So if you want to overdose on high school football, feel free. Go to broomfield.org, find where the games are archived, and have at it. Some pretty good games on there as well.
Broomfield legacy from last year.
Maybe the broadcasts aren't that great, but the games are.
Broadcasts are always good, Bill.
Peterson, he gets taken down. And right now, the defensive line of Ralston Valley dominating the Legacy offensive line. One of the guys having a big game is Kyle Emery, and he has really been active. Another guy we haven't mentioned too much, but he's around the football all the time, Jace Colbert. Second down and 12 at the 44-yard line of Ralston Valley. Legacy splits 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Lynch nearly picked off, and then it goes through the hands of Strafus. That was nearly a pick six.
Would have been a pick six by Mitchell Robinson, the senior, who's been all over the field one of the guys that you didn't mention, and what happened is he just missed the interception on the slant route there by Strafus. And, you know, if you're Strafus, you have to catch that ball, especially at times like this. You're down by 29 points. Any type of yardage helps out, especially on 3rd and long now.
7:37 to go, third quarter. 3rd and 12, staring Matt Lynch in the face. He is a sophomore. I can't wait to see him when he's a senior. He has improved game by game, according to Wayne Voorhees. In other words, he's a keeper. Petersian gets nailed at the 38-yard line. Very exuberant tackle by Nick Grigsby.
Grigsby, the senior, getting very excited about that last tackle.
Now, you're a tight end by trade. Do you ever play any defense?
I did. I played linebacker.
At Montbello?
I played linebacker a little bit at Montbello. Also played a little bit of D-line.
Those are the kind of hits a defender lives for.
Oh, you love them. You love them. You dream about hits like that.
4th and 6 at the 38. Lynch, complete to Royer. First down at the 30-yard line. Combining on the tackle, Jacob Hoffman and Nick Grigsby. But a 4th down completion.
Great play again there by Royer. And it's the little things that just are huge in situations like this. Excuse me. And what Royer did was not only did he catch the ball with his hands, but he turned it upfield immediately afterwards.
1st and 10. Lightning ball. Going deep. A man is open. Overthrows the intended receiver. That was Trenton Johnson. You know why I said Quentin Johnson?
Why'd you say that?
I used to work with a news guy many years ago
at
WRKL in New York.
All right.
His name was Quentin Johnson. And we always used to make fun of him because he never, ever made a mistake in his newscasts.
Really?
He actually went national eventually. Tremendous newsman, and that's why I called Trenton Johnson Quentin Johnson.
Not bad.
Pass is juggled and caught by Van Valkenburg, short of a first down. That'll bring up a 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard gain. Now, if I was thinking of New Jersey, Trenton Johnson would have come to me naturally.
That's right. That's right. Because you have Trenton, New Jersey.
The state capital of New Jersey.
It's about, I would say, an hour or so away from Princeton, South Brunswick.
Not too far at all.
I know a little bit about the tri-state area.
And Princeton is not too far from Rutgers. They played the first college football game ever in 1869. Complete. Fumble. I think he was down, though. That's a good call by the official. It's good enough for a first down to Strafus. So still on the march. 5:44 to go. There's the story on the scoreboard.
Well, a lot of time is coming off the clock, but you know what? You just want to score. Just, you know, get the deficit down as much as you can. You never know what happens.
Lynch will tuck it away. And look at the sophomore barreling over players, including John Bauman. Bowser loses his helmet. This is a 17-play drive. Ralston Valley has not touched the ball in this half.
I like it. I like it. Lynch laying down the wood on the young man.
Now, when I asked you what Wayne Voorhees would say to the team at halftime, you said, first 5 minutes, I've heard the cliche, pretend the game is 0-0. What I would tell a team in that situation, hey, let's just play hard and try to make them sweat a little bit. And you're probably not going to come back to win the game, as Petersian goes in for the score.
Well, Bill, don't tell that to Petersian. Not by the way that he ran that last play.
7-yard gain, and we have a penalty marker after the play. But I would tell my guys, hey, if they're going to win this game, make them earn it. And make them sweat a little bit. And that was a tremendous drive by Legacy.
Yeah, but you don't want to throw it away because you have a penalty.
But I think it's after the play. So the touchdown would count then. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike, on Legacy. I don't know what incident was. Maybe we can see it on the replay when we see the touchdown. But if you're Legacy, that's a bad move.
It was one of the linemen, Bill.
Especially if you were jaw-jacking.
It was one of the linemen. Again, we look at Petersian. Great blocking there by the offensive line as Petersian just drives his legs to get himself in the end zone. So great to see him back in the end zone. But at the end of the play, saw a little bit of jaw-jacking there from the lineman for Legacy, and that's a 15-yard penalty that will be enforced on the kickoff.
Hunter Rainwater adds the extra point, and it's now 36-14. Ralston Valley on top, 5:15 to go. And that was an 18-play drive, taking 6:45 off the clock. But if you're jaw-jacking and you're down by that many points, when you're getting your butts kicked, quiet.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know what this also does is it hurts Legacy in two ways. Not only do you have the penalty afterwards, but now if you wanted to do an onside kick, if you don't get it, then Ralston Valley will get the ball at the least at the 35-yard line.
Well, that takes away any thought of a possible onside kick. It just kills your momentum. Absolutely kills your momentum.
And like I said, Bill, you never know what may happen. Again, you're talking about kids who are 14 to 18 years old. You know, momentum swings happen so quickly in high school football games.
So Rainwater will kick off. Deep for Ralston Valley, John Bauman. And the man who took a 95-yard kick back in Andrew Wingard. Ball bounces at the 25. And another reverse. And Wingard, one man to beat the kicker. Look at that stutter step. Good heavens. 80 yards. Both times that Legacy scored, the ensuing kickoff has been taken back by Ralston Valley. I've never seen anything like it. It looked like a replay of the first time. Let's see a replay of the second time.
Well, again, the ball bounces at the 25-yard line and it's picked up at the 19-yard line. And you would think, okay, well, we did reverse. We saw this before. But look again, as you see, just a wide open run and nothing but open field there. The kicker had the opportunity to go and stop him, but he didn't at all. And then just wide open, just kept driving his legs and getting into the end zone. There is Wingard with his second kickoff return for a touchdown.
They're actually going to try an extra point, and they mess it up.
They're not used to it, Bill.
Mike McNeil saying, thanks, Coach. I got a chance to put one through the uprights. And they'll move him back 5 yards, illegal procedure. And McNeil gets the tee. He forgot to get the kicking tee.
Well, when you're not used to kicking, you're going to forget small things like that.
This is a 25-yard extra point attempt. Good hold, and the kick is up, and it is through. Very good hold by Jacob Nip, the quarterback, and that's his only play of this first or third quarter. So, all right, he gets an extra point, Mike McNeil. He's been kicking off all night. Gets the chance to put one through the uprights.
Well, you get a point there on the scoreboard. But again, just crushing blow there on the kickoff return, for a touchdown. Legacy drove down the length of the field, 17-play drive, finally getting into the end zone, cutting the lead down to 22 points. But then again, you have an unsportsmanlike penalty, and then afterwards you give up a big play like that.
That's just such a downer. It breaks up a team's momentum when you have a bad penalty like that.
It does.
Matt McNeil now on the season, 2 for 2 in extra points.
Not bad.
He's saying, hey, Coach, I can put it through.
Yeah, he always says, hey, Coach, I'm perfect.
Yeah, but then the coach says 2 is better than 1.
That's it.
McNeil will kick it off. High kick to Hebel. Has it at the 3. And he gets hit and taken down. On the special teams play, Tanner Hopman, as well as Gavin Shack. 4:53 to go in the third quarter. You see in the distance the scoreboard, and pretty much it's been all Ralston Valley tonight. However, time of possession certainly favoring Legacy in this third quarter. The Ralston Valley offense has not taken a snap from scrimmage. You had a long touchdown drive by Legacy to start the third. Then the kickoff return for a score by Ralston Valley, and Legacy has it back. Ortiz. He gets tripped up. Holding on to the ankles of Ortiz was Dallin Jones. No gain on the play. Second down and 10.
The helmet came off, Ortiz's helmet came off, so he has to come off the field for one play. That's a new rule that Chassa has installed this year, or instituted this year, so just for player safety.
Well, players will be more cognizant of strapping on their helmet correctly. There's always 2 snaps on a face mask, on a chin strap, and some kids forget to snap both of them. Petersian now is the tailback. Bullet pass complete to Van Valkenburg. That is a first down. A lot of zip on that throw.
Great throw by Lynch. Had a little bit of a tongue twister there. Just a great great throw there.
Maybe you need a timeout, Justin.
Maybe I do need a timeout. Goodness, maybe my helmet came off on that last play.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Lynch, he's a sophomore.
Yes.
Assess his ability and his play at this point and what you foresee of him in the future after this snap. 3 receivers left. Now coming in motion is Strafus. Lynch will run it. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line of Ralston Valley, first down. A 16-yard scamper.
Well, a couple of guys are getting excited after the play, but I say right there what Lynch did on that last play just exemplifies what he's going to be about as a quarterback as he gets older. He reminds me a lot of David Summers. He's another player that we have had the pleasure of broadcasting for the last 3 years. The type of guy who's a dual threat. He can run the ball. He can also throw the ball. What impresses me the most about Lynch is that whenever he feels pressure, is that he always keeps his eyes downfield, and he runs as a last resort, not something that he chooses to do at first.
This could be a double pass. Strafus downfield to Hebel. He's got it. Touchdown Legacy. 49 yards. Lynch's pass was backwards. It was a lateral, so that's why Strafus could throw it downfield, and that caught Ralston Valley by surprise. 49 yards. Getting back to Lynch, what I like about him, he's very calm, and that was a very apt comparison with David Summers, the senior quarterback at Holy Family. Good job, Justin. You redeemed yourself after your little verbal breakdown.
Exactly. And so did Legacy on that last play. What a great pass there by Strafus.
Rainwater's extra point is good. A 4-play drive of 77 yards, taking a minute 24 off the clock, and it's 43-21. Let's take another look at that trick play.
Sure, you just you give the ball back behind the line of scrimmage there, and then you just have Strafus. You take your time, throw the ball deep.
That's a good pass.
Wow, oh, yeah, great pass. Catching Hebel there in stride as he catches the football, runs it all the way in. That's his second touchdown reception of the day. And now look, Bill, it looked like the game was over on that last kick return for a touchdown by Ralston Valley. But you're only down by 3 possessions. Don't look at the points. You look at possessions. You say we get 3 touchdowns, we get a 2-point conversion here, we get a couple extra points. We're tied up in this ball game.
And we're going to have an onside kick. The way Rainwater set the ball on the tee. On that last touchdown, Connor Roth was chasing after the receiver Hebel. He's probably saying, oh no, oh no. Okay. Well, it looks like they will kick it away, put the ball straight up on the tee now.
Do a squib kick. You have to do something different.
Well, if they return another kick for a touchdown.
Well, there's a squib kick. They wouldn't try it again, would they?
Yes, they would. Here's Wingard. And that time he's pushed out of bounds.
There you go.
Brandon Simmons said, no touchdown for you. Not this time. This has been a crazy game. We've seen some weird plays.
We have. Especially now with 3:22 left to go in this quarter, and Ralston Valley finally getting out on the field. Their offense finally getting out on the field.
Jacob Nip is saying, hey, thanks for letting us play now. Nip has had quite a game tonight. 3 touchdown passes on the night. 229 yards through the air. He's 14 of 16. Now they're going back to that packed wing T offense. Rush gets across the 25-yard line as he is tackled on the stop. Looked like Nick Weaver. Rush, 7 carries, 71 yards.
Big possession here for Legacy. If they could get a 3 and out, watch out. There's a lot of time left in this game.
Inside handoff to Rush. Breaks a tackle, but the pursuit gets him. Good job by Troy Fawcett as well as Tyler Baum. That'll bring up 3rd and short. Call it 3rd and 2. Ball resting at the 30-yard line.
A lot of things that Ralston Valley can do here. They could go back to the running game, or also they could go back to the pass, as they have executed twice in the first quarter for touchdowns.
Rush. Just following his blockers.
Yeah, I don't think he got it, Bill.
He's close. It all depends on the mark. They put it down at the 32-yard line. And the referee, Mike Latovsky, signals first down. No, he doesn't. Not yet. They're going to measure. It looked like he wanted to signal first down, but he thought, better make sure.
From this vantage point here, Bill, I don't think they have it. And it's going to bring up a very interesting play call. And we know that Coach Lloyd likes to go for it on 4th down, very unconventional. Also likes to go for 2. But you're up by 3 scores. I don't know.
Personally, if I was coaching Ralston Valley and we're short, I would punt it. If it was on the other side of the 50-yard line, I'd go for it. But I bet you Matt Lloyd goes for it if it's short. But it's not. First down, Mustangs. Legacy has played pretty well from the second quarter on. They just got ambushed in that first quarter. And it's been an uphill battle ever since. And Ralston Valley, they hold on to the ball and don't turn it over. They should be in good shape.
That's the recipe for success for this team.
Up the middle to the fullback. And look at the big man go down to the 43-yard line of Legacy. Is Anthony Falbo.
Falbo with a huge run up the middle, and that's what Ralston Valley likes to do. I mean, it's just misdirection offense out of the wing T set. You know, you think, well, the ball has to go to the running back. Well, it has to go to the outside. Well, nope. It's a run right up the middle.
I know you like power football, Justin. And you enjoy seeing that fullback carry tacklers.
I do. It's great football here. Just watch the line of Ralston Valley. Here's the pass.
Nip, play action, and he gets sacked at the 49-yard line of Ralston Valley. With the stop was Josh Borchers, the senior. Nip tried to slip out of it. They're going to spot it at the 50-yard line. A loss of 7.
Again, as we take a look at this replay, you see that just Orchard and all the rest of the guys for Legacy, well, they aren't fooled by this play. Orchard getting off the block, and he has an open tackle at Nip.
Well, Borchers got him on the ankle.
Borchers got him there on the ankle.
Applying the initial pressure was Tyler Baum. 2nd and 17. Ball at midfield.
Great play there by Baum.
Up the middle to the fullback, and Falbo gets about 3. Wrapping him up along the ankles was Chandler Medina. Chandler Funky Cold Medina.
We have a penalty on the play, Bill.
You like that Tone Loc reference?
I do, man. I didn't know you knew a little bit about Tone Loc.
I know a little bit about everything.
All right.
Personal foul on Legacy.
Man. Oh, man, that hurts. I don't know where the penalty was. If we could take a look at the replay. Where did it happen? I didn't see it, Bill.
And there's a very disgruntled mascot for Legacy. When your nickname is the Lightning, why don't you have a guy dressed as a lightning bolt?
Well, it's like Zeus. You bring the lightning.
Oh, is that supposed to be Zeus?
Yeah, he's bringing in the lightning.
I get it. So the penalty makes it a first down at the Legacy 32-yard line for the Mustangs. In the shotgun is Nip. Hands the ball to Wingard. Strung out nicely by Legacy. Gain of 2, maybe 3. Connor Connolly tracking him down. Let's see if we can see the personal foul, Justin, on the previous play.
Well, nothing specific.
And again, this is a second down and 17.
Right. Okay, so he's down and oh, come on. If they call that a penalty, that's on number 5, Strefface, and just knocking down a lineman. I don't know about that penalty as we come to the end of the third quarter.
So at the end of 3, it's the Mustangs of Ralston Valley 43, the Lightning of Legacy 21. Fourth quarter action next. And there's the score. And we're set for the first play from scrimmage for Ralston Valley. Second down and 7. Ball at the 30-yard line of Legacy. Jacob Nip, the senior quarterback, keeps. Nip trying to turn the corner, get some blocks, and it looks like he has a first down. Good pursuit on the tackle by Tyler Baum. Also Drew Hebel in on the tackle. And it is a first down for Ralston Valley. Bill Rogan along with Justin Adams, our final football broadcast of the season on Channel 8. Justin was remarking during the break he can't wait till next year.
That's right.
He's an eager pup.
That's right.
Nip, pressured, sets up a screen to Wingard. He gets sandwiched between 3 players. First making contact was Josh Warchers. So a nice pickup of about 6. Call it second down and 4. Ball is at the 21-yard line of Legacy. Ralston Valley, now they're spreading it out again. The first and third quarter, they were packed tightly. Second quarter, and now here in the fourth, spread offense. Good pressure, pass incomplete. A rare incompletion by Nip. Pass was intended for John Morales with Hebel on the coverage. That'll bring up a third and a long 4.
Morales is Nip's favorite receiver. Came into the game with 41 receptions on the year. That leads the team.
3 receivers left. 1 to the right, that's John Miller. And the setback is Andrew Wingard. Fake to Wingard. Toward the end zone, incomplete. Looked like we could have had interference there, but not the case. So 15 of 19 now is Nip, 235 yards and 3 scores. Fourth down, it looks like Ralston Valley will go for it. They'll eschew a field goal attempt. Single coverage on the far side. Nip in trouble. Scrambles. He's got the first down. Tackled by Hebel at the 10-yard line. Looks like they'll spot it at the 9. So a fourth down run And a first down, and we'll see how he got away from that pressure, Justin Adams.
Well, what happened was Nip, as you see there, he had the fake run, and there was nobody else open, just man coverage down the field. Everybody was locked up, so what did Nip do? He just puts it in his own hands and runs for the first down, gets inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal to go for Ralston Valley.
Score here probably ices the game.
Back into the wing T set, packing everything in.
Handoff up the middle, the fullback. And that's Jamison Escobar getting his first carry of the evening.
As you see Baum on the tackle, trying to take the big boy back and try to pull him back from getting closer to the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Rush, Wingard, and Escobar are the backs. Wingard and Rush are the wings. Fullback Escobar. Nip the pitch. And Wingard moves forward, but he's taken down. Hebel on the tackle, teaming with Troy Fawcett. 3rd and goal. Nip runs near the sideline to get a play from Matt Lloyd. Ralston Valley, this is their 14th year as a school, and it's Matt Lloyd's 14th season as the head coach.
Not bad.
He's been the head coach for every game in Ralston Valley history, and they have built a fine program. And we're seeing that tonight. Rush follows his blockers near the goal line.
I don't think he got in.
And it looks like he'll be short. 4th and goal from inside the 1, and now the beef coming in for Legacy along the line. This is a 14-play drive. 6.5 minutes taken off the clock.
Goodness, that's an eternity for this Ralston Valley offense. Well, 4th and goal, best on best. We like to call this a 9-on-7 drill, Bill, and that's what happens is you have your 7 offensive linemen. You go against the defense.
Well, it looks like 11 on a side to me, Justin.
It's a run drill.
Escobar up the middle.
I don't know. He got
Touchdown.
it. Yeah.
So Jamison Escobar, the 1-yard plunge. And we'll see if they go for 2. No, McNeil's coming out with his kicking tee, so he gets a chance to tack on the extra point. Again, Ralston Valley always goes for 2, unless the game is out of hand, which it is now. 49-21, they can have an even 50 with the extra point. It is up, and it is good. Play drive, 6:52 off the clock. And Ralston Valley is up by a bunch. Well, Justin, since this is our last football game, and we are broadcasting in Colorado, I know you cover the Denver Broncos for KNUS Radio and the Artificial Turf program.
That's it.
Broncos' chances to take the Super Bowl this year.
Very high. Very high. Peyton Manning got a very nice offensive line. Well, not offensive line, but just the wide receivers.
What's the biggest concern a Broncos fan should have regarding the Broncos?
Pass defense.
Pass defense?
Pass defense, without a doubt. The Broncos last year was 3rd in pass defense. This year they're last. And you can't say, oh, it's because that the Broncos are up so much on teams and that, you know, the opposing team just tries to throw the ball downfield. Well, last year the Broncos did that to a lot of teams at the end of the regular season also, and they didn't give up all those passing yards. So that's the biggest concern that I see.
Hebel at the 2. Head of steam up the middle. Hebel avoids a tackle. Zigzagging across the field. Look, he's still on his feet.
Dancing.
Down to the 43 of Legacy.
Oh.
And a flag flies. And I tell you what, I saw the personal foul penalty they're going to call on Mike Strafus, and I don't like it, and I'll tell you why. Watch at the end of this play, Justin. Strafus has his back to the play, so he doesn't know if the guy is tackled or not. I don't think the whistle had blown, and he blocked the man, pancaked him actually.
And it takes away such a great return there by Hebel. I mean, he's had a couple today already. In the first half, he brought the ball out to the 35-yard line a couple of times. But you see just kids just fighting for all the yards they could get. But on the left side of the screen, and you won't be able to see it, that's where you see the penalty.
Yeah, I don't like that penalty. It was nothing late or malicious about it.
Well, what it looks like to me is that the referees are trying to keep the game in control, so you would see penalties like that. Remember, there has been a lot of jaw jacking throughout the game, so they don't want it to get out of control, especially with the score the way that it is.
So 1st and 10 for Legacy, and instead of having the ball at the Ralston Valley 43, they have it at their own 42. And again, sometimes when you have a lopsided score, you will see cheap shots. That was not a cheap shot that the personal foul penalty was called.
It's good hard play, Bill.
I agree. Lynch puts it down, and he gets out of bounds at his own 49-yard line, 7-yard gain. He's a smooth runner.
He is.
And just a sophomore. I like the way he plays.
I mean, that play alone, getting away from a sack from a tackler, if we could see the replay there, and he was supposed to be sacked on that play and made something that would have been a negative into a positive. So you could have been looking at a 2nd and 15, 2nd and 16. Now you're looking at a 2nd and 3. I mean, the future here for Legacy is very bright, especially with Matt Lynch at helm.
Lynch can run for the first down, and he does. And he slides out of bounds, much to the frustration of Connor Roth. I think Roth wanted to lay a big hit on the quarterback, but
he did.
The quarterback able to get out of bounds. So the ball is at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10 in Ralston Valley territory.
I think a legitimate question that has to be asked, and we talked about it at the top of the broadcast, Bill, is that if Legacy would lose this game, would they be able to get into the playoffs? And well, they're number 32 in the wild card standings, and now it's, unless they have a furious comeback, it will be out of their hands to get into the postseason.
Royer on the end around. Royer gets met and spun to the ground by Cody Bartusiak. So a decent gain, 6-yard pickup. 2nd down and 4. Here we like to talk about the uniform sometimes. I think this is a good uniform matchup.
It is.
I like the unis on both teams. Got to like the gold helmets of Legacy and the silver look of the Mustangs.
And it's very simple. It's not too much. Great uniforms.
Lynch. Pass is picked off. What an acrobatic interception by Kevin Meadows. Ball hung up just a little bit, intended for Jordan Van Valkenburg.
Yeah, unfortunately there for Lynch, he just threw the ball up there for grabs, and Meadows came down with it. Again, it's pressure. That's what Ralston Valley has been putting on Matt Lynch all day long, and he just threw it up for grabs. And again, Meadows comes down with the football, the safety back deep.
Also, Valkenburg's got to go and get the ball, though.
Exactly. You have to get the ball at its highest point. And what I mean by highest point is where you jump and get it up there in the air, and he didn't do that.
Well, when you say get the ball at its highest point, I think the highest point was 45 feet in the air.
Well,
I don't know if he has that kind of vertical leap, Justin.
Well, that's what rocket ships are for, Bill.
I know what you mean, at the highest point that he can leap.
Yes, that you can leap.
Getting a little woozy here in the booth.
Just a bit. Just a bit.
Must be those paint fumes.
6:30 were left in this game, and there's a couple of players.
And it looks like we do have some subs in there. The new quarterback is Chase Heffley. He's a junior for Ralston Valley. And we'll probably see a lot of substitutions now on both sides. There's a handoff. And getting up off the ground is Escobar, and he gets a first down on a 7-yard gain. Escobar scored the touchdown previously for Ralston Valley. Ralston Valley all-time 3-0 against Legacy, and it looks as if it'll be 4-0 in about 6 minutes. Here's a little pitch, and the running back is brought down. That's Christian Prather. Or check that. Oh, it was number 20. I have Jack Martin as number 20.
Jack Martin.
But Jack Martin plays linebacker. I don't think that's the same guy.
Linebacker and running back.
Again, they have 112 guys suited up. One of the wings in there now is Dalton Pribble. Give to Escobar, and he's brought down by Mitch Burdick, Jr. It's funny, Justin, you and I have a mutual friend in Andy Cornell, who was an assistant coach over at Englewood. He's the offensive coordinator. And I was at one of their games. They had 29 guys suited up, and they're 3A football. This is 5A. And they lost a couple of players to injury and a couple to grades. So they're down to about 25 players. I wonder what he would think having a roster of 112 like Matt Lloyd has.
He'll be rejoicing. 25 guys. You could focus more on specific positions. You could place kids at a place where they could excel. You don't have to put them on. They don't have to play both sides.
So Pribble on that carry. It'll be 4th and 6, and Ralston Valley is going to go for it. Yeah, when guys have to play both sides of the ball, fatigue can certainly play a factor in a close game late.
And also in the season, that's probably where a lot of.
And we have a pooch kick. And a good pooch kick by Chase Heffley. And the ball rolls dead at the 34-yard line, down by Pribble. Chase Heffley goes to the sidelines, and Cooper Lloyd, son of the head coach, gives him a chest bump. Matt Lloyd, he has a son playing. He had a son playing 2 years ago, quarterback, and now Colton Lloyd is an assistant coach. Deals primarily with the freshman team. And that's the kind of atmosphere that Coach Lloyd likes, a family affair.
Yeah, he was telling us about how he misses the game so much that he jumps in on scout team on the freshman squad.
Petersian trying to find some running room, and he goes nowhere. On the stop was Josh Robinson. He's the brother of Mitchell Robinson.
It hits just as hard as his brother.
Petersian, 15 carries for 72 yards. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Well, they give him a yard, so call it 2nd and 9. 3.5 minutes to go, and you can see the look of dejection on the faces. On the left there, number 50 is Mitch Burdick, and on the right was Tyler Baum.
Yeah, 60, Tyler Baum. Played so hard today. Guys give it all that they could.
Handoff up the middle, Petersian maybe gets a yard. Don't forget, after the game, we'll talk to the head coach, Matt Lloyd. We'll also have a player of the game. I tell you what, why don't we let our stat guy, since he has all the stats in front of him, pick the player of the game.
All right. Definitely.
So when the time comes, Connor Shreve will pick our player of the game. Knowing Connor, he'll probably pick a backup offensive tackle.
I thought it was the backup punter he was looking for.
Lynch, he'll run. He'll have the first down and more. Across the 40, down to the 33. A terrific job. A 30-yard gain for Matt Lynch.
Well, let's take a look at the future for Legacy. As Lynch, he looks downfield and he doesn't see anything, so he takes off and runs and gets down there and just splits there the safeties, taking the ball down to the 33-yard line. Great run by Lynch.
You can see the easy stride he has. He is a good athlete.
Very smooth runner. And so the biggest thing that you want to do, especially for Lynch going into the offseason, is to make sure that he puts a little more just weight on his body, a lot of muscle mass, so that he doesn't get injured when he takes off and runs.
Pass complete to Cole Randall, senior. And that's a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Minute 59 to go. And again, this is our final football broadcast of the year. We look forward to basketball season. And some people deserve some credit, and we'll get to that after this play. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Peturgian is the tailback. Peturgian has it, and they have a team meeting on his body. Leading the way was Kevin Kershinsky. The executive producer of high school football on Channel 8 is Kim Greason. The executive director of football operations is Victor Seif. He does a great job year in and year out. I've worked with Victor for about 10, 11 years now. He can't get rid of me. Our graphics guy is John Shula. 3rd and 4 for the Lightning. Lynch pressured, and he gets sacked at the 29-yard line. Nice job by Connor Pastore to shed a block and make the tackle. The replay guy is Will Nestle, the crunch man. On cameras, Alan Wardis, Mark Olson, and Sterling Johnson. Utility man, Dakota Hudson, and our statistician is Connor Shreve. And Connor, in about 10 seconds, Justin's going to give you his headset, and you can tell us who your player of the game is. 4th down and 6. Lynch rolls. Got a man. Complete at the 16-yard line to Tyler Kimbrough. No quit in this Legacy team. They still want to tack on another score.
Yeah, they go into a no huddle.
1st and 10, and they spike it. So Connor, who is your player of the game and why?
You know, it was tough to ignore Nip with his 235 yards throwing, but really it came down to the man who did it on the ground. He did it behind the line, rushing. Wingard, 134 yards receiving, and on 12 carries, 55 yards on the ground, three touchdowns.
Okay, so Andrew Wingard, our player of the game. Lynch to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking to get the ball to Tyler Beck.
Now, Connor, there was one thing you missed about Wingard today, that he had 2 touchdowns, 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns, so that's 5 total for the day. 5 total touchdowns, accounted for 3 in the first quarter alone.
3rd and 10 at the 16. So 2 receiving touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, and 2 kickoff returns. Peturgian stumbles inside the 10. 27 seconds left. Legacy has 2 timeouts if they want to call it.
I don't know why they're not calling any of their timeouts, Bill. Running some players on and off the field.
16 seconds left and counting. He spiked it on 4th down. And that is a sophomore mistake. 4th down at the 9-yard line. They have 2 timeouts remaining. I don't know why Legacy did not take a timeout. And I bet you Matt Lynch never makes that mistake again in his football career.
No, he won't. And that's as you said earlier, Bill, that's a sophomore mistake. And unfortunately, that'll be the end. I don't know if it's the end of the season for Legacy.
Probably is.
It probably is.
And that, to be honest with you, though, Legacy will end up 3-6, 1-4 in conference play. They really don't deserve to go to the playoffs. So I hope they make it for their sake. I like the team and the players. Love the coaching staff. But when you're 3-6, you really can't squawk if you don't get in. Oh. And there you go.
Yeah, it gives you
our final is Ralston Valley 50, Legacy 21. The Mustangs end the regular season 6-3, 3-2 in North Metro Conference play. Legacy, they dropped to 3-6 overall, 1-4 in conference play. And Justin, when you have 112 players suited up like Ralston Valley, the handshake line could take about 40 minutes.
It can take a while, yeah.
But a great job by Ralston Valley. Again, 5 touchdowns by Andrew Wingard. We'll try to get hold of him as well as coach Matt Lloyd. Again, our final score from North Stadium. The Mustangs of Ralston Valley 50. The Lightning of Legacy 21. Post-game show is next. Stay with us, please. Thank you. And right now we're joined by Ralston Valley head coach Matt Lloyd after the Mustangs' 50-21 victory over Legacy. And coach, you guys hit them with a haymaker, several haymakers in that first quarter. What did you tell your team right before the start of the game?
Well, I just wanted to come out and finish week 9, regular season, come out and with some momentum going to the playoffs. And we had a couple big plays at the beginning, which helped us get started.
Also on special teams, 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns, both on little reverses. Is that a play that you run frequently?
Yeah, that's something we practice all the time, just to make it a little bit more difficult for guys to come down and cover the kick. And Wingard's special kid running with the ball.
Well, we had a choice of several guys to be player of the game, but we had to go with Wingard, 5 touchdowns. What does he mean to this team?
Well, he's our leading scorer, but he can run the ball, he can catch the ball, he punt returner, kick returner. That's a lot of things right there.
And probably the best thing for you, he's only a junior.
Right, coming back next year. Looking forward to it.
How far do you guys think you can go in the playoffs this year?
You know, we're going to concentrate on week 10. I know probably everybody says that, but that's how we feel. We're going to concentrate on week 10, and if we get through week 10, we'll then look to 11 and so on.
Do you like your chances with this team?
I like the team. We got an explosive offense. Our defense has been making progress each week. I like what they've been doing, so I like it.
I tell you what, Coach, your team is a lot of fun to watch. Congratulations on the win. Good luck in the playoffs.
All right,
thank you.
Much.
Now we bring in Andrew Wingard. And Andrew, big night tonight. You had a rushing touchdown, 2 receiving touchdowns, and 2 kickoff returns for scores. We'll start there. What do you see when you get that handoff? What were you looking at?
Well, I saw one line of guys and no offense to the kicker, but I saw the kicker after that first line and used my track speed to just burst through a touchdown.
Well, it would be embarrassing, though, if you get brought down by a kicker, no matter who that kicker is.
I know. I was not letting him tackle me. I wasn't even going to try to beat him to the edge. I had to cut back. So, because my dad played kicker at Nebraska, and he would have given me the most out of anybody. Kicker's the best athlete on the field, so I wasn't letting him tackle me.
Well, the 2 touchdown receptions, you were wide open. How did you get so open?
You run that play off the left side 3 or 4 times, and that corner's going to bite every time. Fake a block and pay dirt.
Your quarterback, Jacob Knipp, outstanding arm. Seems like he's in control of the offense. What does he mean to this football team?
He's the soothing presence. You know, we go out there, any adversity, and he's calming us down. And any type of comeback, we know he's getting us back in the game.
Do you like your chances come playoff time?
We're climaxing now. I mean, it's a good win tonight. I mean, 50-21, get rolling into the playoffs. So I think we can make a run.
Well, I enjoyed watching you play tonight. Another reason why I like you, your hair is messier than mine.
Oh, yeah. It'll be cut next week. Don't worry about that.
Okay. I need a haircut, too. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, Andrew Wingard, our player of the game. And good luck in the playoffs. I bring in Justin Adams.
Thank you.
All right. And, Justin, this Ralston Valley team, like the coach said, if they don't turn the ball over, they're very dangerous.
Well, again, you just saw it there with Wingard, 5 total touchdowns today. I mean, they have a lot of different weapons. You have Knipp, who could throw the ball all over the place, very accurate, and it's a hard team to stop, so I'm very interested to see what this team will do in the postseason.
And when I look at Legacy, you know, they had some injuries early. We saw them beat Broomfield a good game. They have a good upcoming quarterback in Matt Lynch, and a tough loss for these guys tonight. But one thing I noticed, no letdown. They did not quit. They tried to make a game of it.
And that's what you expect from a team coached by Wayne Voorhees, is a team that will always continue to fight, and that's what they did tonight. Unfortunately, it didn't show on the scoreboard, but they did a great job of at least coming back in the second half. So something to build off of. You have a great quarterback in Matt Lynch. You know, he's going to be a junior next year. Very interested to see what he will do.
Now, the 5A playoffs, always interesting. Do you have a pick to win it all?
It starts and ends with Valor Christian. I mean, you have McCaffrey's son there who's going to Stanford, so it's going to be very hard to beat that team. So I take Valor Christian there. And 4A, You know what? I'll stay at home. I will go with Montbello. That would be my pick. The last year, why not? Montbello High School to win it all there. And at 3A, we'll go back with Holy Family. They've done very well winning the rest of their games, so they will be in the postseason. So be very interested to see what David Summers and Coach Gabriel will do down there at Holy Family.
Well, the playoffs in the state of Colorado, always interesting on all levels. And that will do it for tonight's broadcast. I'd like to thank the entire crew for an outstanding season, as always. Already looking forward to next year. So for Victor Seif, Kim Greason, and the entire crew, our stat man Connor Shreve, for Justin Adams, I'm Bill Rogan. Again, our final score tonight, Ralston Valley 50, Legacy 21. Thanks for watching tonight and all season long, and we'll see you during basketball season. Thank you.